38 minutes after the hour now, firing back at Twitter. Nevada GOP Senate candidate and Purple Heart recipient Sam Brown claiming the tech giant suspended his account without warning and for no good reason.
Here to elaborate, the retired Army captain himself, Sam Brown. Sam, thank you, first of all, for your service to this country, and thank you for being here. I want to pull up one of your tweets. This was from July 4th, and this is your tweet here. We'll pull it up, and it was listed as potentially sensitive content. You say, quote, "We have systems that find and remove," excuse me, this is what Twitter has to say. Your tweet is on the screen right now. On July 4th, 1776, America was born. On July 4th, 2021, we're still the best country on this planet. That is your July 4th tweet. That was flagged. That is not the reason, though, that you were suspended. We just wanted to note, Twitter has flagged you before in the past. So what is your understanding of what happened with your account and the reason why you were suspended?
You know, Twitter did not provide a very good explanation as to what occurred. They gave a sort of a standard response that I was caught up in some sort of, anti-spam initiative, and my account was deemed to be, something like a spam account. And so with no warning, no 12-hour suspension, no strikes, they just completely shut down my account. And it took an appeal back to them to be able to initiate that process. And I'm glad that they did the right thing to restore the account, because there is no spam-like activity on it. I have roughly 65,000 followers at the time that this occurred, and I've only been posting since earlier this summer, so there's no real spam activity.
Here is that response from Twitter that you did mention. Quote, "We have systems that find and remove multiple automated spam accounts in bulk, and yours was flagged as spam by mistake." But Sam, I feel like I ask this question to a guest literally once a week. Why is it that mistakes only seem to happen to conservatives on Twitter?
I think this is a question that America needs to ask itself, is why is this occurring to conservatives? But beyond that, if this can happen to me, if President Trump was deplatformed completely and never to be allowed back on, what will these big tech companies like Twitter or Facebook do in the future? Yeah. This isn't just a warning to me. This is a warning to America, that all of us, all of our voices are at risk here. And I know there's folks that'll say, well, Sam, the First Amendment doesn't protect you here because this is a private company. Look, I get that. That's true. But the fact of the matter is, this is not in alignment with the spirit of the First Amendment and what our country is about, which is being able to have a debate in the public domain. And these companies are definitely censoring some voices and others a lot more than they should.
And you are running the Republican primary in Nevada. So I'm sure that this is one of the issues among a list of many that you're hoping to tackle.
Absolutely. Here's the ludicrous thing here is that the Section 230 we oftentimes refer to when we're talking about these big tech companies was written in 1996 in the Telecommunications Act. Probably half of Congress that is still in was there when they wrote that bill. And yet we're assuming that Congress now can do something to regulate. That's one of my warnings and concerns, is that if we give over to this push and urge of these big social media companies to be regulated, they're going to have all the lobbying power in the world, and unfortunately a lot of ignorance on behalf of lawmakers, that they'll get the rules made the way that they want, and it will not be advantageous to most Americans.
Sam, that is a very important point that needs to be noted. I know I'm a big fan of doing something about Section 230 immunity, but that point that you raise is crucial. Sam Brown, we thank you so much for your time. Keep us posted on your crusade and your campaign.
Thank you for your service, Sam.